In Creo Parametric, you can define the CNC sequences for manufacturing your parts. Once you have an operation defined in your model, these sequences will be available from another tab. Since I am using a milling work center, they are available from the Mill tab. And so, for example, you can see various milling sequences, high-speed milling sequences, and hole making cycles. In order to create these different sequences, sometimes you have to create additional geometry called manufacturing geometry, like mill surfaces, mill volumes, or like we will cover in this video, mill windows. Mill windows can be used for finishing sequences or volume roughing sequences, but they are required for roughing and re-roughing sequences. To create a mill window, you can click on the command from the manufacturing geometry in the mill tab, or let me go back to the manufacturing tab. It's also available from the manufacturing geometry group on that tab as well. Let me click on it, and it opens up the dashboard. The first thing that we need to define is the plane that we're going to use for defining our window. And the first one I'm going to create, I'll create it on the top surface of our workpiece. And you can see a preview of it because right now it is using the silhouette option, whereas using the silhouette of our reference model onto our workpiece plane or the window plane that we selected for our mill window. Right now there is an option here to keep the inside loops. You also have silhouette control for which contours that you want to use. I'm going to uncheck the option to keep the inside loops. Right now you see a preview of just the inside loops, but let's take a look at some other different things. You can define the depth if necessary. For example, if you want to define a depth for a volume roughing sequence. There's also an options tab where you can choose whether you want to machine with a tool inside the window contour, on the window contour, or outside the window contour. And that's what I want in this situation. And you also have options for offsetting the window uniformly, and you can also adjust the geometry collection within the window. I'm not going to use either of these two different options. And from the Properties tab, you can choose to change the name of the window. I'm going to call this my outside window. And hit the Enter key. And so now I can click on the check mark. And you can see the first window that is created and is the outside loop from the silhouette of the model. Let me select this window and I will hide it. Let's take a look at another example of creating a mill window. This time I will go to the Mill tab and then the Mill Window command. And for the plane, I'm going to turn on the display of my datum planes. And I have a plane for my retract plane. You might want to create it on there in some situations. And once again, it is using a silhouette. Instead, you could use a sketch. And for the sketch option, I can click on the sketch button. And this takes me into sketch mode. And for the sketch orientation, I can choose this side to face the right side of the screen, and then hit the sketch button. This takes me into Sketcher, and for my sketch references, right now it's got one reference in here. I'm just going to select another plane so that I've got enough references to sketch, but these don't matter because let me change to my sketch view. I am just going to use the project command to grab the edges that I want. So let's go to project. And this opens up the reference selection dialog box. Let me grab one edge that I want. Then I will use the shift key in order to get the tangent chain. Oh, not the tangent chain. Let me get let's tap right. Let's get the tangent chain. I will get the tangent chain and let me select and use that. And let me then use some other different edges here. And let me try using the shift key in order to get the chain that I want. This tangent chain, let's hit the check mark and repeat. I'm just going to grab the rest of the other different edges here. Oops, I forgot to hit the select key. And let's see, I think that is good for my chain. Let me close out of there, and we have our complete loop. Let me hit the check mark in order to complete out of here. Let me rotate the model. So there you can see a preview of my window. And for this particular one, I do want to define a depth. So let me check the box to specify the depth. And rather than use a blind depth, I can use toSelected, and for the sequence I want to use this for, I'm going to query select. I'm going to tap the right mouse button until I get to a surface to define the depth that I want. From the Options tab, I want to make sure that I'm going to be machining inside this particular window contour. Everything's good, and I'm going to call this my inside window for one of the sequences that I will use later on. And I will hit the check mark, and that one is created. Now there's one other different option in here. Let me show it to you very quickly. And so with my window plane, once again, let me use the retract plane. If you go to this button, you can chain a bunch of edges together, which is essentially the same thing I did in sketch mode, where I used the project command in order to grab a bunch of different edges. So for example, you could click in here, and then I could grab an edge, and I could use different variations of the shift key in order to grab them. In this case here, I got the tangent chain. Then I could hit the check mark in order to complete that one. But this is one that I'm not actually going to use later on. So I can right mouse click on it and choose delete, and click the OK button in order to delete it. And so in that way, I've created two different mill windows that I can use for machining operations later on.